What's up, y'all? Welcome to another episode of the Imperfect Action Show. On this show, what we do, we take imperfect action in marketing and in business, right? And we share a lot of lessons, strategies, and principles so that you can take that action and that you can implement it into your business and get a result, right? We want you guys to get results. So today's episode, I just want to give you a couple of marketing basics. I feel like if you guys implemented some of these marketing basics or became a little bit more familiar with some of these basics, if for some reason you have not been exposed to them already, or maybe you have, but you just haven't um, implemented them consistently, hopefully, today's episode will allow you to do so. Not only allow you to do so, but allow you to get some results, right? So, we're going to get into that. But before we get into that, I want to let you guys know that if you're looking to be more accountable, if you're creative, if you have a podcast, if you have a YouTube channel, if you want to create more social media content, maybe you just want to get better at all of the above, or maybe you really just want to launch a channel or launch a podcast. What you want to do is jump into our action takers community, right? So imperfect action is all about people taking action. And the ones that actually want to be in a community of action takers, this is the community for you. So what you want to do is there will be a link below, right? In a link below, click that link and then get access to the action takers community. If you want to send a text out to DM me. Text me the word action to 213-410-4920. Text action to 213-4920. And we will go from there and make sure that you get into the community. Okay, so we got about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we got about 6 or 7 things actually that I'm going to share with you that you can implement into your business ASAP, which will help you get a result. And these are all different marketing fundamentals. Okay, so the first one is adding value. So a lot of people think that, if I give away my best stuff, if I keep giving away stuff, what am I going to have available to sell? Well, that thinking is really just backwards, because if you continue to ascend, educate yourself, become more knowledgeable, associate yourself with different groups, podcast programs. There's just so much information on whatever subject that you know that you can continue to go to the next level, or even in business. That if you share information with your potential clients or prospects, you should not have to worry about, if I do this, am I going to, like give away my best stuff? The answer is no, you're not. So you want to continue to look for ways to add value. And whatever you're doing, if you could even make it better, improve it, add more value to it so that it's almost like a no-brainer, that's going to keep your clients happy, and that ultimately is going to help you attract more and more clients. Okay, so the first one is definitely going to be adding value. So just throw that right here. Add value. So that's going to be number one, right? I'm also going to put in parentheses more. So add more value. Ty, what's up? I see you. Um, number two. Number two, I'm going to drop in here as well. Build your mindset. So what does that mean, right? Build your mindset. Building your mindset means you can't you can't know everything. There's always going to be another level. There's always going to be someone that's doing better than you. There's always going to be some information you do not know. There's always going to be something more that you can actually do. So by building your mindset, that's going to allow you to see things easier, simpler, allow you to accomplish things on a higher level, and it's going to keep you multiple steps away from people that are thinking beneath you, or that are, happy with the status quo, that may not really understand what you're working on, right? And it also builds your association, builds your relationships, and builds your clientele. So building your mindset is really key, because especially if you want to do more revenue, building your mindset makes that goal more attainable because you start to see numbers differently. Like I remember when I was younger that, you know, hearing that, hey, I can get a six figures job, that was like a big deal. Wow, like you make $100,000 doing this and doing that, but you really realize that that's not really a lot of money because your mindset has expanded. You're like, okay, I could do 100K in 6 months. I could do 100K in 3 months. I could do 100K in a month. I could do 100K in a day, right? I could do 100K in an hour. That way of thinking only comes from improving your mindset. And a lot of the smartest people that we have access to are the ones that are really dominating in business, or the ones that may be dominating in different aspects of their life. It's because they were able to build their mindsets. So that's going to be number two. We are live. I'm just sending a quick message about marketing basics. Okay. All right. Boom. Just sent that out. All right. Number three. Number three is going to be when it comes to your messaging, right? When it comes to the messaging that you have, right? So the messaging that you have is going to be, you want it to be clear. You want your messaging to be clear. You want it to be concise, and you want it to be consistent. So let's write that down. So clear, concise. I hope I spelled concise right. Concise, and consistency. And consistent. So what does that mean? Well, that means the messaging that you put out, you want people to easily understand it. So you want it to be clear. You don't want people to receive what you're saying and then they have to like bust it down. Like they got to figure it out on their own. So that got to exert more and more energy. You don't want to leave people confused by information that you share. So you got to make sure that it's super clear. Then concise. What does that mean? Well, you want to make sure that they fully understand, the directions or the information that you're giving them. Is it concise? Is it digestible? Can I understand it? Can I implement it, right? I understand what you're saying, but is it simple enough that I could actually take something that I could actually use the information that you're sharing? And then the last one in this particular section is consistent. So how often are you delivering the messages? How often are you showing up? How often are you available to your potential clientele? To your prospects, to your community? How consistent are you at showing up? Right. So I would definitely lock that in. Right. Number three, clear, concise, and consistent. Okay. Number four, and Ty, you asked about a couple of book recommendations, so I'm gonna give it to you in a second. Number four is gonna be decide to show up. And this is a big one, right? Because when you say you're going to decide to show up, I want people to really understand that you're deciding to show up for you. You're deciding to show up for you. So when you decide to show up for yourself, that's when the game really starts changing. You're not showing up for someone else. You're not showing up because you want to win something. You're not showing up because you saw somebody else do it. You're deciding that you no longer want to live the life you're living, experience the things that you're experiencing, maybe communicate with the same, type of people that talk about the same stuff. You are deciding that you are going to show up for you. And as a result, everything else that comes outside of that is a byproduct of the decision that you make. So literally, we make micro decisions every day. And a lot of us don't even think about it because they're so programmed. So shower, wash your face, eat, maybe take something to drink. Some of you guys are smoking, coffee, take your son or daughter to school, morning paper, whatever it is. Whatever these habits and routines are, You don't have to think about them. You just do them. They're part of your morning routine, or they may be part of what you do in the morning, or they may be part of what happens before you leave the house, or whatever the case may be, right? So you decided that you're gonna do these things, and as a result, every day you do these things. Now, if you just change the subject of what you decided to do, and you made that decision on things that were going to improve your life, and you decide that no longer am I going to disappoint myself by breaking promises I have for myself and keeping promises that I make to other people, it's gonna 100% and drastically change the trajectory of your life and where you're going. So deciding to show up is more about you deciding to show up for yourself, not necessarily for work and for other people. Now, deciding to show for yourself, that will result in you doing what you need to do for work. As you start to identify, okay, cool, I'm gonna do this, and this, no matter what. These are the things that are gonna be the drivers in my business. And even before I even do that, I have to decide that every day, this is my new standard. This is my new standard. All right. So number 4, we have decided to show up. So number 5, right, in marketing basics is eliminate the excuses. Well, this one is big too, right? Because every day we make little negotiations with ourselves. We make little negotiations with ourselves, and we're always trying to talk ourselves out of doing something that may be beneficial to us. You know what I'm saying? And that's because there's a part of our brain that wants to keep us comfortable. And if we have to exert any more energy than what we already exerted, that part of our brain is already trying to negotiate with the part of our brain that's looking to do the thing. And it's like, yo, we can do it later. We don't got to do that, or don't even worry about that, right? So if we listen to that, or allow that part of our brain to communicate, and that voice is louder than the voice of actually doing what we need to do, right? We're not going to do it, and then we'll make excuses, or we negotiate down. We negotiate away from the things that we want to do to improve our life and our situations. And that's what you want to avoid, right? So number 5 is eliminate the excuses. Number 6 is going to be find ability is everything. What does that mean? Findability is everything. Basically, what that means is if you can create magnetic marketing, and I've spoke about this before. If you can create magnetic marketing with your content, with your messages, people will come to you. They will find you. They will find you. Now, it's up to you to put out, marketing that is magnetic, marketing that baits, marketing that solves real problems, not just marketing that is just surface level, or content that you put out that's just filler content. No, 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 no. You want to give away a lot of value, and you want to provide a platform, right? You want to be you want to be on a platform that is easy for you to find, and you want to make it easy for people to engage with you and then work with you, right? So if I know, okay, cool, Monday through Friday, 9:30 a.m., I can find Brendan on the Imperfect Action Show. It's gonna be live. If there's a guest, or if the topic is something that may resonate with me, I can ask questions. I can get real answers. I know where to find them. Like, where can they find you? Where can they come to know where you are? What can they come to know that you bring to the marketplace that they can get? So findability is huge, super huge, right? And number 7, this one's bonus. This one might sound a little crazy. I'm gonna just give it to you. Number 7 is just commit. Just commit. Like it sounds too easy to be effective, and it kind of sounds like a stretch a little bit, like almost silly to even have to say, but we're not committing on a high level. So if you start to commit, things change. And commitment's not the same as deciding, right? Deciding is something that you do. I'm gonna decide to do this. This is my decision. Okay, cool. Now that you made this decision, you need to commit to the decision that you made, which is gonna result in moves. So like think about if you use these 7 things together. You committed, right? You're findable. You're eliminating excuses. You're deciding that you're going to show up consistently, right? Your messaging is consistent, concise, and clear. You're committing to also building your mindset daily, and you're adding more and more value. How's that not going to work out for you? I just want to know. How's that going to not work out for you? It's ridiculously simple when you really think about it. But if we employ these 7 marketing fundamentals, not only will our business change, but our life is going to change. So I want to drop a couple of quick little books because Ty asked me what may be some good books to get into. So I actually have one of them here. The other ones are in my library over there. But here's a simple mindset book right here. Be Unstoppable, How to Create the Life You Love. So I'll put that in there. Be Unstoppable. Quick read too. Excuse me. I did it in like I think an hour or so. Be Unstoppable. How to Create the Life You Love. So that's one book. Hold on. I'm put this here for y'all. Books. Okay. So book number 1, and this is David Meltzer. Boom. So that's easy. Another book that I recommend that was good. Let me just make sure I have it here. I want to make sure I give you guys the right title. Hold on. It should be. Let me see. 1 second. 1 second. Okay. It should be. Yep. So $1 Million. Okay. So 2 books right here. One is gonna be number 2, $1 Million Habits. And that one is Brian Tracy. It's a good book, Brian Tracy. Yep. And this is the other one right here. The other one's gonna be number 3 is gonna be Outwitting the Devil. This is a great book. This one is gonna be on. So Outwitting the Devil. This is Napoleon Hill. So you know him from Rich Dad Poor Dad. Napoleon Hill. Yeah. Now, if I'm on YouTube, I'm gonna listen to for mindset, right? That would be a couple of people here. Hold on. Exactly. So I would look at so Eric Thomas is good. Earl Nightingale is good. Bob Proctor is good. Bob Proctor is good. I love Bob Proctor. Myron Golden, he's good. And actually, one of my favorites to listen to. Let me see if I actually have one here. I can actually give you guys a good one. My phone's freezing up, y'all. Freezing up. Yeah, and then Jim Rome. Jim Rome's a good one. He's a great one, actually. Boom. So those. So those are three books: Outwitting the Devil, Million Dollar Habits, Be Unstoppable, How to Create the Life You Love. And then as far as like if you're on YouTube, I will look up Eric Thomas, Earl Nightingale, Bar Proctor, Jim Rohn, Myron Golden. These are all great people to learn from. So I will 100% do that. So yeah, guys, that's today's episode, right? Just quick little marketing basics that you can employ and implement right away. These things will change your business. And if you notice, a lot of these things are just mindset things to actually get you locked into a different level. There's 187 days left in the year, so this is a perfect time for you guys to take action. So I would do that, right? 6 months left in the year is enough time for you to change your life and change your situation. So if you're someone and you want to change your life, you want to change your situation, but you feel like you need a little bit more accountability, you may want to join our Action Takers community. I'll put the number below, 213 410 4920. Text the word action. So let me see, text action. And, it's $99 a month. I'm not going to lie, it is not free. But if you're looking to grow a YouTube channel, a podcast, if you're looking to get your social media content moving, and just execute on another level and actually have people to hold you accountable in a group, you want to be a part of this group. 100%. My life changed when I started to not only do the things that I share with you, but I started to be more accountable with myself. And then it started to change on another level when I started to get into groups and pay for coaches and then actually get different type of accountability and like get accountability partners. So that's definitely something that you guys can tap into. All right, guys, tomorrow we got a brand new guest. It's going to get spicy. You do not want to miss tomorrow's episode. I'm not even going to tell you who it is. You just have to show up. All right, so make sure you like, comment, and share. If this video impacted you, if this live impacted you, share it with somebody, share with more people, because it's very important that we get information, we get access, but it's also more important if we share information and share access with the people that we love and the people that we care about. So all right, y'all, this has been another episode of the Imperfect Action Show, and we will see you tomorrow. Let's go.